So a certain someone came to my house and decided to play League of Legends. And I was like, sure, have fun. Afterwards, the person had to leave, and I had to take over the game. And when I tell you, I struggled my ass off because of these settings. Never again. I figured, let me tell you, the optimal settings, in my opinion, the best settings, in my opinion. And we'll go from there. Alright, so as soon as you press escape, you get the options menu, which is where it all begins. So I pretty much had everything on default. I'll just check again in case. So yeah. So primarily you have your quick cast and normal cast. So notice when you click normal cast, the arrows like right here, they just like turn off pretty much. This is like, you can literally set these individually. So like quick cast or normal cast, but I'm gonna just use normal cast real quick to show you the differences. So normal cast, once you tap E, for example, with Yasuo, it has the icon, but you have to left click in order to activate it. Now, that is not optimal for League in my opinion, and a lot of people would say this. It's very like tedious. Not tedious, it's just like, it's extra pretty much. So with quick cast, if you turn it on, it'll make everything just cast instantly. Now notice there's this that's highlighted. So some people actually have this off, and I'll show you the difference. So when I press E, it goes, right? E goes. I'm just pointing and then, it's happening, so. Now if you have this on, you can press E and you'll actually see the icon, but instead you'll just be holding E and you let go and like that. So to be honest with you, I actually play like that, so I'll just hold it instead. I feel like that's very optimal. So I like the setting because I don't think this was like here for that long. This was like probably like a year or two added, if not probably it was here forever. But yeah, that's with quick casting. So typically I recommend you have quick cast on and then this on as well. Same with trinkets, you can actually point and click whatever, but I definitely recommend you turn off normal cast, because normal cast you have to click and you don't want that. Now we go to the hotkeys. So I skip past all this, and honestly this is really like up to you and what you're comfortable with, but typically I just have this on. This is like default. It's normal in my opinion, but sometimes people put it on shift instead. So this is up to you. You can have it on, shift and then shift Q or whatever. Shift W. Oops. And then you have the target only champions. Now for here, I don't really use it that much. That's just me, but target champions only is pretty much what it says. It targets champions only. So you could have it on like hold or toggle. So you can actually toggle it or hold it. I'm holding it right now, but yeah. So it literally just targets champions only instead of minions. So let's say you have minions, I don't know, spawning. So let's say you have minions right here. If I hold it, I can't click on the minions. That's literally what it is. Now with this button, you could, honestly set it to like T or something just to make it easier, because ain't nobody reaching for that, bro. And as for your recall or teleport to home or base, whatever, just leave it on B. That's normal. As for your items, you can honestly leave that to default. I believe it's like for these. That's up to you. This is your preference if you want to change it to something that you're comfortable with. Now as for player movement, you have these settings. I don't really use the player attack move click, but I definitely use player attack move. It's basically all the same thing. It's just like, this is like a shortcut, but for this I just use player attack move. It's it basically attacks the target closest to you, but you can actually have it set to targeting like where the cursor is instead of like the just nearest champion close to you. So see how I'm clicking like this and it's going towards that. If I want to be able to just, target these with the cursor, I can actually do that. So if you go here, notice how attack move is on cursor. So there's two variations. There's the one where if you click, right, it'll just go to the nearest champion. But if you have it on attack move on cursor, then it's just gonna go towards where your cursor is pointed. So boom, boom, like that. So I typically have it left on this. Now I honestly don't know what the fuck this is. So you have player stop. This is what I use. I don't know who the fuck uses this, but this, yeah, stop S. It's just a way to stop your champion. I do this a lot, especially when I'm just like in lane or just waiting for things to happen. It's just a way to stop your character. It's pretty useful. Definitely leave it on S. It's like very comfortable that way. Next you have your camera control. Now this, like I said, is all in default. But I do not use F1, F2, F3 and all that. I definitely changed this because I'm not reaching all the way up there just to like look at my freaking teammates. So this I actually have off. You don't need select self. But with these, I actually press Z for this, X for this, C, and V. I feel like these are very optimal settings. Definitely I recommend you have it like that. If you want to use F1, F2, then you can. But Z, X, C, V just makes it easier in my opinion. To just, I guess, target your teammates. Now I'm in a bot game to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So say I'm mid, right? I'm gonna adjust myself right here. So I'll look here, right? You can click on the map, by the way. I look here, I see Morgana and Shyvana top, and then here I see Rammus and Vladimir bot, and me on mid, right? So typically, what you want to do, since it's on Z, X, T, V, whatever, you know, I'll adjust whatever. So Morgana, you know, top, Shyvana. Me, I'm not anything. I'm not set to anything. And then you have C and V. So this is how I like flip through. So basically Z and X will be my top side and C and V are my bottom side. Just makes it easier. Oh yeah, and I forgot about this button, the space bar, which is send as your champion. So if you're playing on unlocked camera, which I recommend you do, it's just, you know, easier that way. So you can do that, boom. And I typically do this a lot. Like I'll literally just flick the freaking keyboard. And this is like what you see the pros that when they play, like Faker for example, all he does is this. For the display, you can leave that. Communication, this is all up to you on what you want to do. You have all this. Here I just pretty much like leave it the same, you know. Just press G. It's pretty easy to reach for G. It's not that difficult. Menus, this is literally like just leave that alone. Item shop, leave that alone. And then this, I don't know, you leave that alone. So as for video settings, I typically leave it just like that. You can copy these settings. You don't need screen shake, I don't believe. Don't know why that's on. And you can actually hide candy. I feel like these are like good settings. And then I leave the frame rate. I mean, depending on your computer, if it's like a low end, you could actually uncap it. For me, I need a newer monitor, so I have a 60 Hertz. I need something higher, so typically I want to have it capped at something lower, but I just leave it at 200 for me. This is up to you. I don't really mess with anti-aliasing like that. And then on this account, because I'm playing on an alt, but typically on this account I'll have it like a little bit brighter. All this is like stuff that you can mess with. So for interface, I have my HUD scale set to 0, but you can have it, you know, on 20 or something like that. I think the default, I don't know if the default is 50. I think it's 50. If not, it could be 100, but no, it's not 100. I don't think so. But me, I have it set to 0, but you could set it to, you know, anything below 50 in my opinion. I have it set to 0 because it actually adds more space, and a lot of players have it set to 0 typically, so yeah. Or like 20 or something. Next you have these show health bar. I, you know, have that on. Show names above health bar, I have that off. Screen flash on damage. I believe that's like, you know, if you get hit, your screen flashes. So say your camera is off, right? It attacked, it'll like go red a bit, kind of like Call of Duty. Green flash on loss of control. I don't know what that's for exactly, but yeah, I just have these on. I think these are a default for me anyways. And I have a legacy cursor. If you have it off, this is what it typically is. I like this one because I actually started in season 4, believe it or not, but I haven't played like that, but that's besides the point. Just I like this cursor. And then you have your all these, I leave it on default. I never really looked at this, but for ability cooldowns, I have it on minutes and seconds. You can have it on anything you want. You could have it as just seconds or minutes or whatever. I just have it on this. It's like when you and then you'll have it like that. Show neutral camps. I leave this on, I believe. I don't really see the need for changing anything here. Definitely leave minimap movement on. Just allows you to click. And then as for the chat, I don't talk to anybody. And then I mute enemy emotes. As for these, I have everything on. This actually allows you to see, like, it'll like be like a little thing that tells you, like, you'll see numbers and stuff like that, or experience. It'll like pop up when you get XP and stuff. So like if I teleport here, I'm getting XP. It says 30 if you noticed. Now mouse speed, I actually have to put this up because I never actually touched this. So I'm gonna set mine to like 60 or something. Camera move speed. Yeah, definitely have your camera move speed higher because it takes forever to just like move across the map. And then move camera on revive is pretty much, I think, like when you revive, the camera will just reset back to you. Now for the biggest setting, in my opinion, that really changed my gameplay of League, out of all settings, the last setting, or the last, you know, section, it's movement prediction. So movement prediction, all I'm gonna tell you is just turn it on. When you have it off, look at how my character moves. Yes, Yasuo. Alright, look at how my character moves, right? Now I'm trying to click very fast and he's kind of like he's going, it almost feels like it's an input lag, if anything. Like he's not moving exactly how I want him to move. Now if I turn it on, see how he's really going fast. He's snappier. Like he's actually trying to move as quick as possible, pretty much, in different directions. So you want to have this on, because this just feels like input lag. So yeah, I have that on. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention was this. Turn this to fixed, in my opinion, because per side, it kind of makes it like it's not, the camera is adjusted towards your side, but for fixed offset is actually better, in my opinion. It actually centers, like it's a dead center, and then honestly it just makes it better when it comes to like camera control, in my opinion. I feel like per side kind of makes it weird, so it kind of feels like you're playing in a diagonal style versus like a centered style. So I typically have this on fixed. It makes it easier, in my opinion, but yeah, it feels different when you play versus per side. Kind of feels like tilted a bit, but yeah. But after that, guys, there you have it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Sorry if the music got louder, because you know I was on my alt, but now I'm on my main. But yeah, hopefully you have a great day, guys. It's December, so have a fun time, have a fun month. Enjoy the holidays. I'm gonna be posting more League content. This is just the beginning, and yeah, I'll catch you on the next video. Deuces. I'm out.